Collaborations. What's good, everybody? It's your boy Ekard here with my partner in crime.
Hey guys, what's up? It's OTK.
And we're here to check out a collaboration between JENNIE of Blackpink and Doechii, which we recently saw Doechii's Denial is a River music video about 2 weeks ago or so.
Yeah, something like that.
Yeah, it was my first time seeing Doechii in a full music video outside of like the little Twitter clips here and there. So this collaboration is on the heels, I believe, of JENNIE's album that drops next week, or is it or dropped already? I'm not sure. I know both JENNIE and Lady Gaga's album is supposed to drop around the same time. So
yeah, I think Mayhem comes out March 8th.
All right, so yeah, it'll be next Friday. Yeah. So this music video is called ExtraL. Yeah. So ExtraL or ExtraL. There we go. But ExtraL. There we go. Let's put the closed captions on and jump right into it for this song. Okay. All of my girls looking good and they got their own money. Pop your shit. This and my girls from the farm, so they got their own funding. Knock your shit. Run through your city, that motorcade. Soon as I enter, they close the gate. Presidential through your residential, bitch is nothing. Said fuck your rules as I move them right. Walk in a room and I set the fire. Okay. Get a last you long. Whole team they gassing on us. You sit too far, I don't I'm charged, so even ask me who's in charge. Riding round, foreign cars, top down, staring at the stars. Attitude, so to start. Musical chairs. This will you consider a box set essentially, right? Well, wait, might change.
Definitely a soundstage.
Okay. Give me cut, let me serve. Sheesh. I can't take my passion for him. Can't keep up what happened to them. He lapping them in. Money on stupid, hopped in a new whip. You still on my old work. This right hurt. I sweat hard. Wet t-shirt. Extra large. Ain't scared of the dirt. Hit that jackpot. Now I'm right. Oh, well, this man's scout. Yeah, we are. That's kind of like creepy. I ain't gonna lie. Okay. I did not expect JENNIE to be rapping as much in the song. ExtraL, Lyrical Lemonade. Oh wait, there's more. Or unless this is just after, no, it's just credits. Okay. Okay, so yeah, that's just credits at the end. And then is their logo. 100% real, Lyrical Lemonade. Nutritional facts, what did it say? Let the creative juices flow. Okay. Yeah. All right, that was nice. That was nice. Not what I was expecting, mainly out of JENNIE in terms of I mean, I know she's a singer and rapper, but she's been singing more in her songs recently than rapping. I know like some of her like earlier solo stuff she was rapping. I mean, she also does rap in Blackpink too, but yeah. Yeah, release wise, so music video wise, I think I like the music video. All right, so the parts where you barely can see JENNIE's body, I thought that was pretty cool.
The box set for what it is, well, I guess you call it like a soundstage more so.
Yeah, it's a sound. It's definitely a soundstage.
Mm-hmm.
But a soundstage with you do setups for the box stages.
Yeah.
Um, yeah.
Yeah. So I thought I think I'll give overall everything 7 to 8, like around the 8ish. Like I do like the song, Doechii's part, Jennie's flow on it was pretty cool. I think it's a solid like a solid release. Um yeah, I think overall it's pretty solid. If I'm looking at it, like I'm thinking about like replayability. I think it has some replayability for me. In terms of like other releases that I've heard from JENNIE, I thought that this was pretty much like yeah, it's like it's meeting there. Like and one of the better releases that I like from JENNIE's discography so far within the solo stuff that she's been doing. And then for having Doechii, this being their collaboration song, from what I've come to expect, lyrical, content wise too, thought it was overall solid. Yeah, yeah. What about you?
Well,
Mm-hmm.
the video is definitely very creative. I love the
Mm-hmm.
styling. I do love the sets. I love the fashion of it.
Mm-hmm.
I like the innovation of it. I think it's like really cool when you can tap into things that people might seem as like weird. And I think the shots of Jennie in the sand pit and then them being on like on the guy's mind or on the guy's head, like those would be like weird girl aesthetics, like things you probably wouldn't associate necessarily. Not again, for people who haven't watched our other videos, I'm not a Blackpink fan, so I can't really compare what Blackpink has done and compare it to what Jennie, Lisa, and Rose, and Jisoo, right, are doing for
Yeah.
their solo work.
Yep.
I've
Yep.
only seen maybe 2 full Blackpink videos, and that's like their first releases, like their debut stuff. But from what I could surmise, it would seem like those more weirder aesthetics are more from what I've seen of Doechii are closer to what Doechii is than what I am assuming Jennie is. Um, but I like that. I like when artists even if it's a small risk and a small difference, it's still pushing the boundaries a little bit of what people are expecting of you. And I thought that was really cool. Um, I like the chorus. Um, but if we're seeing this duet, I have to give it to Doechii. I really like she out rap Jennie. Like, yeah. We talked about Jennie, I think, in her teaser visualizer, and
Mm-hmm.
I that believe is up on our Patreon.
Yeah, for Zen.
Uh, and there's just this thing that I get from Jennie that it's like I don't believe the hardness you're trying to sell me. It does feel like what we call little sister trying to be hard, trying to copy big sister. I think there's an elegance to how she looked in the video. Like it's very well fitted. She looked amazing, but I just wasn't believing her. That makes sense. And then when Doechii comes out, it's like, oh yeah, I think you could definitely tell the difference in me just focusing and listening to Jennie to the big smile on my face as soon as Doechii started rapping. Um, and going off of it again, I can't compare Jennie rapping in Blackpink because I've only heard 2 Blackpink songs. So I don't know if this is her regular flow, if this is how she normally raps, but when it comes to I think Korean rappers in general, when you're up against someone who is a natural at it, it kind of really does take down your real estate in what you're doing. So when you have a duet like this, and someone's just better at it, in my opinion, they're gonna kind of really one up you in your own song. Um,
More so idol rappers as opposed to
right.
what we
Yes.
get it. Yeah,
Thank you.
yeah,
Yeah, thank you. Because idol rappers are different than, I
yeah.
mean, sometimes,
More
than
so,
people who
more
do it
yeah,
who
yeah. There's
yeah, I mean I
there's
mean, but
very few
we've
idol
also run into
rappers.
a few Korean hip hop artists that are just like,
Yeah,
"Okay, that's what you got, okay."
yeah.
And
It
it's not
just
me being a s it's I mean, people might think I'm being a snob about it because I'm from the East Coast
Mm-hmm.
where hip hop and rap are born. But like, if I'm always talking about authenticity, if you're gonna do
Mm-hmm.
something, do it with sincerity. Up your game, practice a bit more. If this is what you're gonna do, just practice a bit. You can get better. It's a skill.
Mm-hmm.
It's a taught skill, but for some people it's natural, right? And
Yeah.
in my opinion, I see that with Doechii is a natural, JENNIE is not. Um JENNIE's got a flow,
Mm-hmm.
which is enjoyable. Like I said, I enjoyed the chorus. It wasn't so bad, but if me personally, if I'm gonna listen to this song, I probably would like zone out at JENNIE's parts and just focus on the chorus and Doechii.
Mm-hmm.
Um, I think the video was really cool. I give the video because I really liked how it looked. Like this is definitely something I want to watch again. Um, I give the video like an 8.
Mm-hmm.
I think I give the song about a 7. Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. Pretty much. Yeah. I mean, like when I look at it, it's the same. It's pretty much the same scores. Like idol, but yeah, what I was just saying is like on the idol rapper stuff. Idol rappers are people who are most majority of them are given their raps, so
Mhm.
that's why it's always in K-pop. We've had this criticism for a while, which is why when you get something like "Show Me the Money," which is where you'll mainly get more actual rapping from, or what they try to do with Unpretty Rap Star, which was more actual rapping, but it's like in the culture of rapping so far in South Korea, even in Japan, like you're not really gonna get much diss tracks, right? Where people are actually gonna go at each other because there's too much on the line in terms of public image, right? Which is why it's hard for idols to be called artists when the majority of stuff is written for them, and they're not able to express or really scratch the surface of what it means to be an artist, like write your own songs or just be more involved in your own production of things, right? That's just where that's just because hip
That's
hop
too,
was
but
manufactured.
yeah.
Yeah,
Right, right, but that's
yeah,
fine too. We have manufactured pop stars in the West, all
yeah,
up and down
yeah, yeah,
Europe
yeah.
and the States.
We don't have
But
manufactured rappers.
oh, we do. Um,
Yeah, that
I
we're talking
well,
first.
not
Yeah,
at the same level. Not at the. I
yeah.
will
That's what
agree with
that.
you. Not at the same level. Not at the
Because
same level. You are
yeah.
100% right. Not at the same level. You're 100% right.
Yeah, we have
Um,
industry plans, but
right.
we
But yeah,
yeah.
yeah. But to me, it's like it's a learned it's a
Mhm,
learned skill. If rapping is what you want to do and you're
mhm,
coming out with your own solo album, like I don't know who's producing her album. I don't know
mhm.
the company that's
It's our own
releasing her
company.
album. Okay. So I obviously we can't read the contract. We don't know what label constrictions there are.
Mhm,
But sweetie, if you're gonna rap, you gotta start practicing. You gotta
mhm,
run them lines. If no one's giving it to you, you gotta learn how to do it.
mhm,
To me, this is something the skill level that I saw here is something that I'm like, okay, yeah, this you sound like an idol rapper,
mhm,
but you're rapping with someone that does this.
mhm,
So just practice a little bit more. That's all. That like it's literally that cuz anyone can learn how to sing, anyone can learn how to rap. You have to I think the only innate thing is understanding flow and rhythm, right?
mhm,
I mean, and she has that, but it's just not comparable to the feature artists that she has on here. Um, I think there's nothing wrong with where she came from. My favorite girl
mhm,
group is a girl group who started out on a reality TV show and became one of the UK's biggest girl groups in the world. So
mhm,
they are manufactured, right? But through training and like they just got better as they got older.
mhm.
So if you're going to do something, train yourself to do it. If this is your solo album, just she could have taken a month off or in
Mhm.
between takes of Scaparelli showings and, fashion shows to practice her rapping.
Yeah,
That's all.
and at the end of the day, folks, this is just gonna be our opinion because I can tell you if we take a culture check, people are saying that she's killed it, you know, and but this is when you're used to especially with the newer base of fans and whatnot who are not used to any type of criticism against anything K-pop related, and the pedestal that we placed idols in the K-pop industry. The biggest fear that we've always voiced when we talked about K-pop going mainstream is, okay, well, what are you gonna do once you try to get to the West for the Western validation, right? Because it's a whole different crowd.
Mm-hmm.
You can impress a lot of people, but you gotta have the hardliners. I mean, the bar's been pretty low nowadays for a lot of people with K-pop because they feel it's super oversaturated. They feel that it's just not missing. They're missing the mark, or there's the disconnect between the current gen of K-pop and what people have beforehand. So we have like a whole nostalgia war going on, more so now than ever. But then in the era of idol rappers, right, where they've always, I mean, when we were making content, we would always talk about, all right, who are the good idol rappers, and people would
And
have yes,
there are
there are
some
some
really good
really good
ones.
ones, right? And then you will even find out that the people who we now call idol rappers in quotation marks were underground rappers that went to get the training to be in a K-pop group because it's the visibility factor of it. There's a lot of rappers who are on the underground scene that we will never hear of, who or like in the mainstream or even in larger video contexts. Like for instance, well, not to name anyone now, but if we think about an idol rapper or someone who is now being classified as idol rapper, Ellie from EXID. A lot of people did not
Mm-hmm.
know that she was in an underground rap group before
Mm-hmm.
she became a part of EXID. Um, G Dragon, he is, cause he has this idol rapper tag to him, but lyrically slash what he does has transcended, all of, a lot of things in K-pop. And still to this day, he's now one of the most influential, like his songs are talk up like used for like as a sign of oppression against oppression, like the government. Like, G Dragon's oh, what's the song? Is it all right, yeah, G Dragon he has a lot of songs that netizens use as a sign to, like, hey, all right, we have an oppressive government, and we need to like get them the fuck out of here, like type of
Mm-hmm.
deal, right? And they're just singing his songs nonstop. Crooked, it was the name of the song. That's what I was looking for. And so there's different types of rapping where it's yourself, right? Um, that's why when we look at idol rappers nowadays, they gotta be held to the same standards that the ones from back in the days were. You gotta look at the